This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
And he's going to get that base hit. Landon Donner is going to round third. They're going to send him, and the throw's coming in. It's not going to be in time, and he slides in head first for the win. Now, looks to be that one's hit well to left field, and it might have a chance, and it is gone. It is a two-run home run for Andy Mock. And the Stars are on the board. It's 2-0.
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, there you are. We are live here at the Olathe. I always say it wrong. I always say it right when I'm not on the air. But the Olathe Sports Facility in Olathe, Kansas. And once again, I see we got that spelled wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and get that fixed here really quick. Take me like 2 seconds, because if not, that's going to bother me. So... All right, I think it's spelled right. If not, it's early in the morning. We have post 400 Stars. They were on the field warming up, and now they've taken the dugout there. And there are the post six Sixers, from the Cheyenne, Wyoming area here. They are a really good team. They've had a couple tough losses here in the tournament. They're 1-2 in the tournament. Overall in the season, they are 32 wins and 10 losses for the post 6 Sixers, while in comparison for the post 400 Stars, they've only played a grand total of, let me think it up here really quick, 5 games. This will be game number 6. And they are, let's see here, 3-1-1 on those 5 games on the season. So we'll see how the Stars match up. This will be a good test here going forward into the season to see what they can do against a team that has played nearly 50 games already this season. And hopefully by this time next year, we can possibly say the same thing for the post 400 Stars. So this will be the final game. Win or lose, this will be the last game of the tournament here for post 400 and for post 6. And for the fans tuning in from the Wyoming area, we thank you for tuning in. We hope that you enjoyed the broadcast. And we want to give a thank you to the Post 6 Sixers for following Magnitude on Twitter. Woke up this morning to that alert. So we certainly appreciate your interest in the broadcast today. And like I said, we hope you enjoy the broadcast for those tuning in from the Cheyenne, Wyoming area cheering on your team. Once again, 32-10 for the Sixers, 3-1-1 for the post 400 Stars, as they would suffer their first loss of the season last night against the Wolf Electric Wildcats, and in a game that just kind of fell apart in the 4th inning is probably the best way to put it. The Stars in an 8-3 lead going into the bottom of the 4th. The bottom of the 4th took 42 minutes to play last night, and the Wildcats were able to come back and tie it and eventually walk off the post 400 Stars as the 2-hour time limits imposed on the game, and the bases were loaded at the 2-hour 1-minute mark, so the officials would either play to the 3rd out and have the game end in a tie, or give the chance for the other team to win. And, the latter of the two happened. So we'll see how the Stars do here today against the Post 6 Sixers. And I'm looking forward to this game. It's always fun to broadcast a team that I have never seen before. And I'm looking forward to this one here. So we have a few minutes left in our pregame show here. His first pitch is scheduled for 8 o'clock this morning. And as we take a look at our upcoming schedule here, you'll see that the Stars will be playing in Watertown, South Dakota tomorrow. That is set for a 5 p.m. First pitch. So that is about a 6.5-hour drive from Olathe, Kansas, where we're at right now. And then the Post 400 Astros will be at home in a doubleheader against the West Fargo Aces. Eric Tiansen will be at Starry and Bank Field to bring you coverage of those two games, and I'll be live from Watertown, South Dakota, on the way back here from Kansas for the Stars against I think it's Post 17, if memory serves me correctly. And then some more action for you on Tuesday as we get back and we continue to shine on our broadcasts here as the West Fargo Vets will host the Post 400 Astros. I'll be at Young Field in West Fargo for those two games, and then we'll have the Comets at home against the West Fargo Aces, and Eric Tiansen will be on the call for those two games. So a couple games at 5:30 and a couple games at 7:30 on Tuesday, and you can dig deeper into that schedule at msportsnet.com/schedule. You can also find us online, Twitter, MagnitudeSN, Facebook.com/MagnitudeSN, on Instagram, one word, Magnitude Sports. And we'd love it if you're to subscribe, like the video, and follow and click the bell on our channel if you haven't done so already. We'd certainly appreciate that. All the latest news stories can be found under the Stories button at msportsnet.com. And whether it's a game-related or sports-related around the state of North Dakota, Minnesota, or in this case, Kansas, Wyoming, we'll have all the latest game updates and news for you on the Stories button. You can also check out all the games on demand. We had Dakota Fusion women's soccer yesterday. They would fall short in a 7-0 loss to the Minnesota Thunder Academy. I want to thank Brad Anderson and Cody for helping us out with that game as we were down here in Kansas yesterday. And once again, all the games that are broadcasted here on Magnitude are available 24/7 on demand. You simply go to the on-demand link on our website at msportsnet.com. Click on Archives. You'll come to this screen right here, and you click Watch next to the game that you want to see again. So if you missed any of the games from the Kansas trip here or the trip tomorrow to Watertown, we'll have those for you on demand. Once again, the Post Sixers, as we return to our pregame camera here, are 32-10 on the year. I was doing a little research on these guys. I haven't seen them play yet, but in the tournament here, they would fall in the first game 8-2 to Post 643 out of Kansas City. In the second game, they would shut out Urquhart by the final score of 13-0. And then yesterday, they would fall short 4-0 to Kansas Curve. And that brings them into today's consolation game with the Fargo Post 400 Stars. And once again, this is the final game of the tournament for both teams as they would schedule this game for 8 a.m. as these two teams have the longest drive home of all the teams here in the tournament. And I made a sly, sarcastic remark. I was like, hey, our trip's only 6.5 hours. We got a game tomorrow about 3/4 of the way home. So he kind of smiled at me when I said that. But looks like we are ready to go here. We'll go over the starting lineups as looks like this game is going to get underway about 5 minutes early, which is all right with us. It's probably a good thing we went on about 5 minutes early because that pretty much wrapped up everything I had to talk about in our pregame show here. So we'll go to the top of the first here now, and we'll take the runners off base and give the Stars 0 outs. And that first pitch comes across at 7:55 this morning for a strike. And I see that our scoreboard isn't turned on yet, so we'll need to do that really quick as the pitch comes across for a ball, and it's 1-1. It's early in the morning. I'm allowed to have my scoreboard not turned on. All right, so 1-2, I think, is the count I overheard in our crowd mic. But we'll double check that here momentarily, and he'll get hit by a pitch, and he'll go on first with the walk, and that'll bring up the next batter here, as I haven't even pulled up my lineup here yet. That was Tate Gustafson. So ball, 2 strikes, and a hit by a pitch. And now that brings up Easton Rarick, who bat number 2 in the lineup here for the Post 400 Stars this morning. It's not often that we have a morning game here for you, so we'll see who's all awake right now. I know that I'm awake. I didn't expect to be. I was kind of To be honest, if I'm being honest, I was kind of a little bummed out that we lost last night for the mere fact that we'd have to play at 8 in the morning. So when you get out of here a little bit before 11 o'clock at night, you have a 20-minute drive back to the hotel. You get to bed about 11:30. You have to wake up at 5:30 so you can get here for an 8 o'clock game. I was a little bummed out about that, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be, to be 100% honest with you there. So I think bummed out is probably an understatement for the thoughts of a few other fans of the Stars from last night's game. Once again, a 42-minute bottom of the fourth inning. I think that's quite possibly the longest half inning of play in my career since I started broadcasting in 2017. So done a lot of baseball, softball games. Never saw an inning like that before. This one's going to be popped up, and that will be the shortstop making the grab. That is Kelding Hastings making the grab there for the post 6 Sixers, and that's one away. I bring up Kobe Sen. Once again, Trenton Rodriguez on the mound here for the post 6 Sixers, and Caden Anderson behind the plate catching as Rodriguez will send the pitch across the plate for a strike, and it's 0-1. And then around the bases here, you have Zach Kostopoulos at first base, Mason Tafoya at second, Kelding Hastings at short, Fisher Brown at third as the pitch comes in for a ball. 1-1 the count now here to Kobe Sen. And then in the outfield, you got Julian Romero in left, Dominic Lopez in right, and Ben Bowman in straightaway center field for the Sixers. And that pitch just a little bit high for ball 2, and it's 2-1 here to the batter, Kobe Sen. Trenton Rodriguez now with 8 pitches, an even split, 4 balls, 4 strikes, according to our unofficial numbers here. And that one will be fouled away over the backstop and over towards the other field right behind us here. And they got a 17U game going on in the south field, which is the field that the Stars played their 2 games in yesterday. I'm going to make an adjustment on our camera here. It is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. There we go. Field's a little more level now. In fact, I can probably make it a little more level. And that one will just miss. Full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kobe Sen. There we go. Now we're level. Not sure if the bleachers are a little off or what, but... So, a walk to Kobe Sen, puts runners on first and second, brings up Caden Graff here for the Stars. So that moved Tate Gustafson up to second base. With 1 away and no score, 4 minutes into the ball game here. And Caden Graff will step up to the plate to take his at-bat here against Rodriguez, who will toss pitch number 12 here. And with that strike, it's even again at 6 balls, 6 strikes here on the 12 pitch count for Rodriguez. And that one will skip a little low for a ball. And taking off for third is Gustafson. And I'll put runners on the corners. One and one the count. Current temperature this morning here in Olathe is sunny and 72. Hour-by-hour forecast will have us in the mid-70s by about 9 o'clock and possibly the low 80s by the time we wrap up this game here. Once again, the game's 2-hour time limits in days 1 and 2. I'm assuming the same will apply today. But I guess we'll find out if the game goes over 2 hours or not. So... Swing and a miss for a strike, and now level the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Caden Graff. Once again, runners on the corners here for the Stars. You got Tate Gustafson on third, Kobe Sen on first. And now a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Caden Graff, and he'll knock that one right back to Rodriguez. They'll try and get Kobe Sen at second on the force out. However, the ball will be dropped, and that will allow Gustafson to come in to score. And that puts runners on first and second on an RBI fielder's choice for Caden Graff. And they will charge an error on that throw as well. So it's Colton Almy now. And you got Kobe Sen on second, Caden Graff on first. And it's 1-0 post 400 leads here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Bright and early at 8:02 in the morning. Game that got started about 6 minutes early. Check that, about 4 minutes early is what I meant to say. Misdid the time math in my head there. Rodriguez will get the signal here, and he'll deliver. And that one's smoked into right field. He'll drop for a base hit. Rounding third is Kobe Sen, and no, he's going to go back to third. So that'll load the bases on a single by Colton Almy into right field. Now bring up Andy Mock. So now the bases are loaded here for Andy Mock and the Stars. Not to say I like doing games in the morning. You can see a little bit better through that the fence here on the first base side. That one popped up high, right field. That should be no problem for Lopez, and he dropped the ball. So that will be a run scored on an error, as Andy Mock will reach base on the error. Or will it? Apparently the inning's over. I only had 1 out on my stat sheet. And if he did catch that, that would have been 2 outs. So I'm not sure what the story is here. There's been some odd scenarios here today, this weekend. We've had to get familiar with all of them. So I'm guessing that will end the inning here. And looks like, let's see here. Where's that button at? There we go. End the half inning. So that'll bring up Ben Bowman, Julian Romero, and Dominic Lopez, as Coach Bryant went out to get an explanation from the umpire. And like I said, maybe we missed something. I'm not sure. But we'll take a short time out here, and we'll come back and get things reset for the top or bottom half of the first.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. Officially 1-0 Stars, and you can take 1 error off the board here for the Sixers. And I don't have a subscription to the part of the website that includes the pitch by pitch, so I'm I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but we'll reduce it down to 1 error here for the post 6 Sixers. Once again, this is Ben Bowman now as we go to the bottom of the first. All right, our scoreboard matches up with the official stat, so we'll be happy that happened at least. Here's a little hopper. That'll get into the glove of Kobe Sen, and he'll fire it over there to first base. And apparently I forgot to put in our first baseman, who is Andy Mock. And that's 1 away. So I'll bring up Julian Romero will be the batter here for the post 6 Sixers. As Bowman grounds out on a 4-3 if you're scoring at home, and once again Romero takes the pitch for a strike. Maybe got it fouled away. And that pitch is a little low. I'll level the count at 1-1. On the mound pitching is Colton Almy for the Stars. You got Tate Gustafson behind the plate catching. We'll go around the bases here after the 1-1 pitch. That's just going to miss for a ball. It's ball 2 now to Romero. Andy Mock at first, Kobe Sen at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Jackson Beiswinger at third. And then the outfield here after the 2-1. And that'll be a little hopper over the head of Almy. And that'll be picked up, and they got him. Rarick to Mock on the 6-3 for out number 2. Caden Graff in left, Ethan Claus straightaway center, and Chayton Sen has been put in right field today, or this morning, I should say. That pitch comes in for a strike. 0-1 here to Dominic Lopez. Batter number 3 in the lineup here for the Sixers, who have gone 1-2 so far here in this inning. And we'll see if Almy and the Stars can do a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll get a piece of that. Fouled away for strike 2. Now the official will have some words here with Almy. Not sure what the topic of conversation was there, but it looks like he wanted to double check the ball, possibly. Yeah, it's more than likely what that conversation consisted of. So it's no balls and 2 strikes here to Dominic Lopez. And Almy winds up, delivers the pitch low to the outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 15 minutes into the ball game. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 post 6 Sixers error. Try and say that 3 times fast. You probably can if you're from Cheyenne, but anybody else might have a little trouble doing such. Strikeout. Got him looking there. Lopez goes down window shopping, and that will put an end to the first inning of play. It's 1-0. Post 400 Stars have the lead here after 1 complete. On the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard, we'll return with Jackson Beiswinger, Chayton Sen, Ethan Claus. Bottom of the order batters 7, 8, 9 for the Stars after this on Magnitude. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the second here on Magnitude, bright and early on the day from Olathe, Kansas, at the Olathe Sports Facility here, and it's a nice one too. A couple of baseball fields, couple of softball fields. They have a football combo soccer field, and then off to the left of the football field is just a straight up soccer field with no football lines on it. Matter of fact, you can see that football field straight away on your camera off beyond left field there. And then just off to the left behind that press box and grandstand area is the solo soccer field. Right behind us is the other baseball field. And then behind the first base dugout is the softball field. That one's going deep to right center, and behind the post the play is made. And it looks like the ball was caught, and it looks like it was caught by the right fielder. And if that's the case, then that is, let me look at my lineup once again, Dominic Lopez out and right for out number one. So Byswinger will fly out, and that brings up Chayton Sen. Takes the pitch for a strike, 0-1. And that comes in for strike two in the upper tier of the strike zone. Wind up in the 0-2 delivery from Rodriguez is fouled away, and I'll hit the upper crossbar of the backstop. It'll remain 0-2. And that pitch comes in low for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now here to Chayton Sen. Strike, fouled away pitch and a ball in that order on 4 pitches. Here's pitch number 5 of the at-bat. He goes down strike looking. So backwards K into the scorebook there for Rodriguez. Now he'll face Ethan Claus with 2 away here in the top half of the second. And this will be pitch number 25 for Rodriguez unofficially. And if Claus can reach base, then we'll return to the top of the order here for the Stars with Tate Gustafson, who is on deck as the pitch comes in low for a ball. 1-0 here to Ethan Claus. And that comes in for a strike, evens things up at 1-1. And that one will be skimmed off the bat, foul for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes here to the batter, Ethan Claus. And that'll be grounded foul off the first base line. It'll remain 1-2. That one pops straight up and just off to the left side of your screen. That'll take a high bounce, heads up. There we go. It hopped over the lady there who was watching the other baseball game on the other field, and a lucky bounce there. And that one's fouled away as well, so that one will hit the roof of the restroom / concession stand that's directly behind the backstop. Good 80 feet or so. So a couple fouled away pitches here for Claus, and it remains 1-2. This will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat here for Ethan Claus. So Rodriguez now 20 strikes, 10 balls on 30 pitches. And pitch 31, the windup and the delivery, and a swing and a miss. And that will retire Claus. Will also retire the Stars here in the top half of the second. It remains 1-0 here, and the Sixers up to bat here. Due up will be Zach Kostopoulos, Keldon Hastings, and Mason Tafoya. Batters 4, 5, and 6, the middle of the order for the post-6 Sixers. When we return after this here on Magnitude, be right back. Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded. All right, bottom half of the second, post 400 Stars up 1-0 here on the post 6 Sixers. Colton Almy will toss pitch number 10 to Zach Kostopoulos. I want to say thanks to one of the coaches for the post 6 Sixers helping you out with about 3 or 4 of the names on the roster there, and he's like, that one's a tough one to say, and he's just like, just think Minneapolis and replace Minnie with Kost. So it's Kostopoulos. I think that sounded right anyway. So but yeah, spoke to them this morning. Bunch of smiles on their faces, even though they've lost a couple games in this tournament here. Seem like a good group of kids and just a good team, a good organization overall. They are actually have had a tremendous amount of success over the past few decades here, as that pitch skips over the plate for ball 1. They have won, from 1928 to present, they have won a total of 34 state tournaments, the post-6 Sixers have. And from 2001 to 2020, the only years they didn't win the state were in 2008, and then again in 2000 and... Let's see here, did I miss one? 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They didn't get it in 2008. And 2014. So from 2001 to 2020, they did not win the state tournament in 2008 or 2014, but they did in every other year. That'd be, appears to be a tag out. And they're saying he didn't go on the swing as he appeals to the first base umpire. So he'll stay in the batter's box. I think it's 1-2, if I heard correctly here, to Kostopoulos. See if Almy can record a K here on this 1-2 pitch, and that'll be a hopper there to Byswinger. He'll toss it over to first, and it's there in time. 5-3 ground out for Kostopoulos. 1 away, and that brings up the next batter here, Hastings. Keldon Hastings, the shortstop, will step up to the plate here after the ground out by Kostopoulos. Byswinger charging up, realized it bounced, backpedal a little bit. Great play there, great awareness of where that ball could potentially end up at there. And this will be a chopper back to Almy, who'll fire it up into the glove of Andy Mock for the 1-3, and that's 2 up, 2 down now here for the Sixers. Mason Tafoya will step up to the plate next here for post 6. And that one off the glove, ball 1 to Tafoya. And if Tafoya can reach base, it'd be Fisher Brown up next. And that one's hit up high, center field. Claus running after it, and he'll make the catch on the run to end the second inning of play. Nice job there by Ethan Claus. And the Sixers go down 1-2-3, 6 up, 6 down through 2 innings of play. And we'll return with the top of the third with the Stars up to bat next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the third. The Stars hanging on to a 1-0 lead here over the Sixers from post 6 out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. 32 wins, 10 losses for the Sixers this season. 2 of those 10 losses coming in the Olathe, Kansas tournament here over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Trenton Rodriguez on the mound here for the Sixers. He'll toss pitch 32 to start the inning, and he'll go up against the top of the order, 1, 2, and 3, Gustafson, Rarick, and Kobe Sen. As Tate Gustafson steps up to the plate now here to start the top of the third. And that one comes in for a just missed ball. Ball 1. It was right on the outer edge of the plate. Could have gone either way. And there's a strike to even up the count at 1-1. And that one hit hard to center. And it'll land for a base hit. So Gustafson on with a base hit to center field off a 1-1 pitch. He's standing on first. Now Easton Rarick, who flied out to Hastings, the shortstop, on his last at bat, will step up to the plate to see what he can do in round 2. And the pitch comes over the middle of the plate, Main Street for strike 1 on Rarick. Excellent pitch there by Rodriguez. And the pickoff attempt at first on Gustafson, not quite in time. We'll zoom out just a hair to get that play on camera if it should happen again. Rodriguez sets, delivers the pitch high, levels the count at 1-1. Once again, Rarick flew out to the shortstop Hastings on his last at-bat. Kobe Sen on deck. This is the first game all tournament that we were set up on the post 400 fan section. All the other games we were set up in the opposing team's fan section, which has not been a bad experience. Matter of fact, in most cases, it's never a bad experience. I think I've only had a bad experience like maybe twice in the 1,400 games that we've done here at Magnitude. So I'll take that. 2 out of 1,400 works for me. So Another pickoff attempt, not in time, as Gustafson remains in check at first base. And I believe the count is still 1-1 here to Rarick. Once again, no scoreboard operator here, so nothing to confirm the count with unless we can, and it looks like it's now, I think, 3-1. 3-1 the count. I think the official just said 3-1, so we'll go with 3-1 to Easton Rarick. And Rarick rifles that one into the gap in left center, more towards center, and that'll be good for a base hit, and that puts 2 runners on. Kobe Sen on deck now with runners on first and second. Easton Rarick on first. Take Gustafson on second for the Stars. And that puts Caden Graff on deck, and pitch 40 from Rodriguez on the horizon here as Kobe Sen was walked last time he was at the plate. And the windup in the delivery, and Kobe Sen will rifle that one into right field. That's good for a base hit. One hop picked up, and holding at third is Gustafson. He thought about rounding third, but coach will hold him up. It's another base hit and another single for Kobe Sen. So that'll load the bases now here for Caden Graff, who reached on a fielder's choice last time he was at the plate. And the pitch, and he'll lean into that one, looking for the double play. They got it, a 4-6-3 double play. Nicely done there. That's Tafoya to Hastings, back to Kostopoulos. Gustafson will score to make it 2-0. And Rarick moves up to third on the double play. Or no, check that. I think I was mistaken on that here, as that one will go to right field. And that will end the inning. So we'll get the official score. I think it's 3-0, but we'll get the official score here in just a moment when we return after this break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. 2-0, your official score here. Is stepping up to the plate is Fisher Brown. 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 6 errors, zeros across the board so far for post 6. Colton Almy will toss pitch 17 here to start the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And that pitch is in for a swing and a miss and strike 1. Bradley Feezer and Caden Anderson. It's the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 here for post 6 in the bottom half of the third. So far, the Sixers have gone 6 up, 6 down here in this contest. That pitch will miss up high for a ball, 1-0, or 1-1, excuse me. Swing and a miss there for strike 2. Strike, ball, strike in that order here. And he'll reach for it and pay the price. Strikeout. And that brings up Bradley Feezer. Puts one away. The windup from Almy here is outside and low. Ball 1 here to Bradley Feezer. This is his first at bat. The sun's starting to come out now here as the pitch comes across for a strike, even up the count at 1-1. Getting kudos back home, saying that everything's looking good. I'm pretty pumped up about that here. And that'll be lined towards Easton Rarick. And Rarick will get it to Mock for the 6-3. That's out number 2. 8 up and 8 down here for the Sixers. And now we'll see if Caden Anderson can change that here for post 6. Looks like we got a total of 10 Post 400 fans watching from Starry Bank Field, the home field for Post 400. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 Post 400 fans here in Kansas. So I'm pretty sure there's more than that here, but that's the only ones I see in my viewing area. And that one hit up high. That might have a chance. Nice grab in left field there by Caden Graff, and that will end the third. It remains 2-0 Post 400 here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. And we'll be back with the top of the fourth right after this here on Magnitude.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. 2-0 Stars here as we head into the top of the fourth. Trenton Rodriguez still on the mound here for post 6. He'll toss pitch 43, and that for that 43rd pitch is going to go to Andy Mock, who'll lead things off. It's 6, 7, and 8 for the Stars here in the top half of the fourth inning of play. And once again, the 10 fans at home at Starry Bank Field, you're gonna need to get 8 more there if you wanna outdo the crowd here. As I took a survey, and there's 17 of us here. That includes me. 16 if you don't include me, but live I'm neutral. Off air I will admit that I'm cheering for one team over the other, but on air I remain as neutral as possible here as we try and deliver a fair broadcast for the entire fan base watching for each team. Andy Mock flied out to Lopez in right field on his last at bat. And that will that'll be a swing and a miss there by Mock for strike one. And that one going, that'll hop, and a chance for a ground out here, and the throw will be low, and it'll go into the dugout there, and they will not award him the extra base. So it'll be an error, reach base on an error for Andy Mock. And that error will be charged to the second baseman who made the throw. Now bring up Jackson Byswinger. Chayton Sen on deck. And you got a runner on first now. Byswinger also flied out to Lopez in right on his last trip to the plate as we reach 41 minutes into the ball game now. I believe that pitch missed for a ball, and I believe it's 1-0 as a result. And that one will sneak its way into right field. It'll be good for a base hit. And that'll move Andy Mock up to second. And now 2 runners on. So Byswinger on with a base hit. Now bring up Chayton Sen. 0 for 1, struck out looking last time he was at the plate. A little bit breezy now here, and Sen showing bunt, and that brings in the first baseman. Also brought in the second baseman over towards first to cover that possible bunt. He'll bunt it off foul for a strike. And we'll see if he shows bunt again or not here. Right now the infield playing at their normal positions here. We'll see if Kostolopoulos will run up again here should Sen show bunt. And he will not, at least not yet. And now he will, and here comes Kostolopoulos, and Tafoya moves over. And that one's fouled away, and a nice grab there by Anderson, the catcher, for the out. Just told they brought the concession stand girls into the dugout to watch, so now it's 17-12 in favor of post 400 Kansas fans. So they lead by 5 right now here in the bottom or top of the 4th. I believe it's 2-1 here to Chayton Sen. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is Ethan Claus. My apologies. And that one right towards second baseman. A little flip to first for the out. Runners will advance to second and third. And that's 2 away now. So Ethan Claus grounds out on a 4-3. That advances Byswinger up to second. Andy Mock at third. And we return to the top of the order now. Tate Gustafson, 1 for 1, hit by a pitch, and then singled to center field on his most recent trip to the plate here. That one hit hard, center field. That one says a chance for a base hit, and no, it will not. It will be caught by the center fielder. I kind of lost it in the sun there, and that will bring an end to the top of the 4th. So they'll leave 2 stranded on base. They left a total of 5 stranded on base in the game so far as Gustafson flies out to center field. And due up here for the post-6 Sixers in the bottom of the 4th, it's the top of the order. 1, 2, 3, Ben Bowman, Julian Romero, and Dominic Lopez. And we'll return after this with those 3 batters right after this message from our sponsors here on Magnitude.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 4th. And if you live in a state other than North Dakota or Minnesota, you can contact your local high school to find out how to become an official. Those promos work well back home. Kind of caught me off guard there when that one came on there. Tried to shy away from those here, but top of the order, 9 up, 9 down so far for the post-6 Sixers through 3 innings of play. And now we return to Ben Bowman, batter 1 in the lineup, and we'll see if the second time through the lineup will produce any offense here for the Sixers as they've been held in check by Colton Almy. 9 batters, 24 pitches, 17 of those have been strikes. First pitch, a little low to the outside, ball 1 to Ben Bowman. Name almost that name was ringing a bell for some reason, and I just remembered what rang the bell. There was a guy named Ben Bowl who played in the state basketball tournament for Bishop Ryan out of Minot, and so when I saw Ben Bowman, I was like, and then I drew the connection there. So just about 4 letters short of being named exactly the same as that of that basketball player. I believe he graduated from Bishop Ryan a couple years ago. They lost in the state tournament to Hillsborough Central Valley on a buzzer beater, corner 3 at the end. That one's over and out of play, foul for a strike. And I believe it's 1-2 here to Bowman. 1 or 2 or 2-1. We'll see if the official can confirm that for us here. It is 1-2. We had it right the first time around. Awesome. Bowman grounded out. Kobe Sennett second on his first check. And falling down there is Gustafson as he kind of rolls over to keep that pitch in front of him. Kind of a unique block. Ball 2, strike 2. I want to say hi to everybody at Starion Field as they have put the broadcast on the stadium speakers, what I've been told. So a swing and a miss there for Ben Bowman, and that will be a strikeout for Colton Almy. Now that's 10 up and 10 down here for the post-6 Sixers out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. And Julian Romero, 0 for 1, grounded out to Easton Rarick, the shortstop, last time he was at the plate. Almy winds up and he delivers, and a fouled away pitch for strike 1 to Romero. So now that I know that, I'm kind of in radio mode here because I don't think they have video. They just have speakers on the stadium there. 0-1 to Romero here as Colton Almy will get the signal from Gustafson catching, and that one grounded. 2-hopper into the glove of Kobe Sennett, second, and a quick flip to Andy Mock for the out. A 4-3 for out number 2 of the inning. So once again, if you're just tuning in, Colton Almy pitching, Tate Gustafson catching, Andy Mock at first, Kobe Sen at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Jackson Beiswinger at third, Caden Graff in left, Ethan Claus in center, Chayton Sen in right field. The batter now is Dominic Lopez, the right fielder, after Romero grounds out on the 4-3 to Kobe Sen. Lopez struck out window shopping last time he was at the plate. Takes a strike here, 0-1. And the pitch a little bit low to the outside. The count is now level at a ball and a strike. Zach Kostolopoulos is on deck here for the Sixers. If Lopez can reach base, they haven't had a runner on base yet. And Almy delivers pitch 33. He'll get past Almy, skips off his glove, and that'll be the first hit of the game for the Sixers. There'll be an infield hit for Lopez as he'll pound it off the glove. So Lopez reached base on an infield hit. Post 400 fans want me to give him an error. I don't agree with that. We'll check the official stats here in a moment. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss, and the count is level at 1-1. Just check the official stats, and what we have line matches up. So two away here, bottom of the fourth. Runner on first, and the pitch comes across for a strike, and it's 1-2. Zach Kostolopoulos, the batter. Kelton Hastings, is the shortstop on deck here for the Sixers. And the pitch. Runner goes, fouled away. Runner will have to come back. And it'll remain 1-2. Once again, Kostolopoulos grounded out to Beiswinger at third on a 5-3 his last time at the plate. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Kostolopoulos as Colton Almy will toss pitch 38, 52 minutes into the ball game here. Wind up in the delivery, and that one skips for ball 2, and Lopez will advance to second. Pitch coming a little bit short there. The ball may have escaped Almy's hand before he wanted it to. Count is now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Kostolopoulos. Runner on second here is Dominic Lopez. Got there on the pitch, and now he's going to get the third on another pass ball. And it'll end up being ball 4, so runners on the corners now, and that brings up Kelding Hastings, the shortstop for the post 6 Sixers. So Lopez will steal third on the pass ball, which ends up being ball 4. And now Kelding Hastings 0 for 1 with a ground out back to Colton Almy on his last trip to the plate. Almy will get the signal from Gustafson, quickly glance at first, wind up and deliver the pitch. Got it over the outside edge? No, he didn't. He just missed it. Ball 1. Ball 1 to Hastings. Mason Tafoya is on deck if Hastings can reach base. There is 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. 55 minutes into the ball game. Almy glances at third, now delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Kelding Hastings. Pitch 43 coming up for Colton Almy here. He's thrown 28 strikes on those 43 pitches. And he'll wind up and deliver. This one grounded, one hopper to by swinger, up to second, and they will get the force out at second on Kostopoulos, and that will end the fourth inning of play. The Post 400 Stars have a 2-0 lead here with the Post 6 Sixers. 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 Sixer errors, and the Stars are up to bat when we return after this break here on Magnitude. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back. To the top of the fifth we go. 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 Sixer errors for the Post 400 Stars. Sixers, no runs on 1 hit, no Post 400 errors. We'll double check the official stats to make sure that lines up with what we have. And that sure does. We are matched up perfectly with the stats. It'll be Easton Rarick leading things off. Batters 2, 3, and 4 for the Stars. Kobe Sen will follow. Caden Graff after that. Trenton Rodriguez still on the mound here for the Sixers. He'll toss pitch 53 to Easton Rarick, who's 1 for 2. He flied out to the shortstop Hastings on his first at bat, and then he hit a single onto the gap in left center, in shallow left center, I should say, on his last appearance. And now he'll step up to the plate now as he walks into the near side batter's box, or set up off the first base line here at the Olathe Sports Complex, or Sports Facility is the official name, here in Olathe, Kansas. Sunny and 81 right now here in the top of the fifth, and that one is hit foul down the first base line. Good for strike 1. Easton Rarick at bat. 3 minutes shy of the 1 hour mark of the ball game here. And a swing, tip foul, and good for strike 2. So Rarick down in the count now, 0-2 here to Rodriguez on the mound. Tossing pitch 55, up high for a ball, 1-2. On 55 pitches for Rodriguez now, 18 balls and 37 strikes. 55 pitches in 57 minutes here. Make that 58 as it just turned. He'll reach for it, popped up. It's going to drift foul. Running after it was the third baseman, Fisher Brown, but he will not catch up to it, and it'll remain 1-2 on the fouled away pitch by Easton Rarick down the third base line. 320 down the left field line and the right field line, and 390 to straightaway center here at the Olathe Sports Complex facility in Olathe, Kansas. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Easton Rarick. Rodriguez winds up, delivers the 1-2, fouled away over the Post 6 Sixers dugout off the third base line here, and it'll remain 1-2. Strike, fouled away pitch, a ball, and then 2 fouled away pitches. It'll be pitch number 6 of the at-bat here for Easton Rarick. Rodriguez will wind up, deliver, and he'll send that deep to left field. And the left fielder will make the catch. That's Romero with the grab there, and that's 1 out here for the Stars in the top half of the fifth. So that'll bring up Kobe Sen, batter number 3 in the lineup here for the Post 400 Stars after Rarick flies out to left. Kobe Sen 1 for 1. He was walked his first time, then he delivered a rifle shot to shallow right. Good for a base hit single. I believe that one loaded the bases on his last trip to the plate. The first pitch across the plate to Kobe Sen comes across for a ball, and it's 1-0 as Rodriguez delivers the 1-0, and a one-hopper into the glove of Hastings, the shortstop. He'll fire it over to Kostopoulos at first, and Kobe Sen not able to run out the throw, and it's a 6-3 ground out for out number 2 here for the Stars. So that retires Sen, brings up Caden Graff. No runners on once again here, and 2 away in the top half of the fifth with the Stars leading 2-0. And that one's hit high right field and foul and out of play. Strike 1 here to Caden Graff. And that one's fouled away for strike 2 right behind the plate. So 2 fouled away pitches. Caden Graff reached on a fielder's choice his first at bat, and then he grounded out to the shortstop on a 6-3 on his most recent trip to the plate. This one into center field. It'll drop for a base hit. Caden Graff singles to center field. That'll bring up Colton Almy. Colton Almy 1 for 2 with a single to right field and a fly out to center. Single and a fly out for Colton Almy, and Rodriguez to deliver the pitch, and he'll catch the outer edge for strike 1. The single went into right field, and then he flew out to center on his most recent trip to the plate here for Colton Almy. Now he stares down an 0-1 count from Rodriguez on the mound for the post-6 Sixers. And the pitch is right over Main Street for strike 2 to Colton Almy. Andy Mock is on deck, but with 2 away, Almy will have to reach base. And standing on first right now is Caden Graff for the Stars. 0-2 with 2 away, and Rodriguez glances at first really quick. Satz delivers the 0-2, swung, and it's chipped foul to the left side of the batter's box down the third base line. It'll remain 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Colton Almy as he faces pitch number 4 of the at-bat. And this will be pitch 67 for Rodriguez on the mound. 48 of those 66 pitches have been recorded as strikes as we cross the 1 hour mark of the ball game. Game officially 1 hour and 2 minutes old here. And that pitch will miss to the outside, and now it's a 1-2 count here to Colton Almy. Andy Mock on deck. Caden Graff, the runner on first, with 2 away here in the top half of the 5th, and a 2-0 lead on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard for the Post 400 Stars. As the pitch comes up high to level the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So strike, fouled away pitch, and a ball in that order here for Colton Almy. And it's 2-2. And we'll see if Rodriguez can end the inning here or if Almy will get ball 3. Here comes the pitch, and he will rifle that one towards Fisher Brown at third, through his legs into left field. And that will move Caden Graff up to second, puts 2 runners on, and that is the 6th base hit of the game here for Colton Almy and the Stars. So the Stars will play 2-out bingo here with Caden Graff on second, Colton Almy on first. Andy Mock steps up to the plate. A fly out to right field, and then he reached base on an error. Makes him officially 0 for 2 on the day so far here for the Post 400 Stars. Looking to pick up a win after a disappointing loss last night against the Wolf Electric Wildcats. And the pitch. And now skip into the dirt. Taken off for third is Caden Graff. The throw is in time, but it was dropped by Fisher Brown, and Caden Graff is safe at third. And that little juggle at third will also allow Colton Almy to get to second. And the pitch comes across for a ball. It's 1-0, I believe. Once again, no scoreboard operator here, so I believe it's 1-0 here to Andy Mock. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, we believe. We'll see if the official will confirm that for us here or not. And he unofficially confirms it by not giving us a signal. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Runners on scoring position. Second and third base hit here could potentially make it 4-0 for the Post 400 Stars. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2 here for Andy Mock. Once again, I want to say hi to everybody at Post 400, Starry and Bank Field in Fargo, watching and or listening to the game here today. Pulled out the radio play-by-play for those listening. So Andy Mock at the deck, at the bat, at the box, I should say. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He'll go down, and that will end the top half of the 5th inning of plays. They will strand 2 runners on base. Both of them in scoring position, and now it's 6, 7, and 8 for the Sixers, when we return after this. Mason Tafoya, Fisher Brown, Bradley Feezer, The batter's due up pending changes. Colton Almy will toss pitch 44 when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. We're in the bottom of the fifth here. The Post 400 Stars have a 2-0 lead over the Post 6 Sixers out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And for those who made the trip down to Kansas to support the Stars, we certainly appreciate that. There's about 17 of us, and I hear there's a whole stadium of people back home watching and listening to the game here. Colton Almy is still on the mound here for the Post 400 Stars, and he'll face Mason Tafoya, who flied out to right center field on his last trip to the plate. On 43 pitches here for Colton Almy, 29 strikes and 14 balls as we start the bottom of inning number 5 here. And the first pitch from Almy is across the plate, low for a ball. It's 1-0. Fisher Brown on deck. We'll see Bradley Feeser this inning for the Post 6 Sixers as well. 1 hour and 7 minutes. Time of the ball game now. Here's Almy with the 1-0 pitch, low to the outside, 2-0. 2-0 now to Tafoya. We'll see if Almy can dig himself out of the hole here that he's dug himself here on the first couple pitches. He'll get the signal from Gustafson behind the plate, wind up and deliver. And the pitch right down Main Street. Strike number 1 here on Tafoya from Almy, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The count. It's warming up here. Sunny in 83 now. High to center field. Running after it, there's Ethan Claus making the diving catch in center field for the out. You had to see that one on video to believe it. That was an outstanding catch by Ethan Claus, and it's 1 away here as Tafoya flies out to center. That bring up Fisher Brown, 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging last time he was at the plate. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1 by Fisher Brown. Almy ahead on the count, 0-1 now here. Bradley Feeser on deck. Almy 2 pitches shy of the half-century mark at 50 right now. There's pitch 49 coming up. And the 0-1 delivery is high and inside, just missed the strike zone. That'll level the count at a ball and a strike. Stars tying 6-6 with McInsights on game 1 of the tournament. They would pick up a big win in it's a 8-run rule after 5 innings. It was 12-4 over strike zone, a win that would make them 1-0-1 in the pool play. And then they would fall to the Wolf Electric Wildcats 9-8 in 4 innings of play. And that brings them into this morning's game here against the Post 6 Sixers. I believe it's 2-1 here to the batter, Fisher Brown. And Fisher Brown will send that to center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Claus didn't have the height to make a diving attempt on that one, and it's a good thing that he didn't, because if he did, it may have rolled all the way to the fence. Instead, he'll glove it on 1 hop, and that'll put Fisher on with a single, bring up Bradley Feeser. That's the second hit of the game here for the Post 6 Sixers, as Colton Almy working on a 2-hitter so far here. So the runner on first, once again, Fisher Brown. Bradley Feeser grounded out to Easton Rarick, the shortstop, on his first pitch, on his first trip to the plate. Now Almy delivers strike 1 to Feeser. So it's 0-1 here to Bradley Fieser. Caden Amundsen is on deck here for the Sixers. Fieser representing batter number 8 in the lineup here for the post-6 Sixers. As Almy will get the signal from Gustafson, lean in, glance at first, and now deliver the 0-1. And that just missed the strike zone for ball 1. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Bradley Fieser. Looked to be right down the middle and must have just clipped the outside of the plate there. On the inside. Outside on the inside, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, unless you saw it on video. And now it's 2 balls and a strike here as Almy will miss the strike zone on back-to-back pitches. Once again, you got Caden Graff in left, Chayton center right, Ethan Claus in center. 2 balls and a strike here. Colton Almy sets, leans in, glances, delivers, and that one will be a one-hopper and spinning around in the throw, and the foot comes off the bag, and that is going to be an error. So the Stars record their first error of the game, and they'll put runners on first and second here for the Sixers. It was a 2-hopper to Easton Rarick. He skimmed off his glove. He was able to pick the ball up and turn around and make the throw on the turn. But the throw was a little bit high, and as a result, Andy Mock had to jump up. His foot comes off the bag, and that allows Fieser to reach first. And now Post 400 is talking things over on the mound here. And that conversation has come to an end as the Stars will retake their original positions on the field now. So you have runners on first and second for the Sixers. Fisher Brown, the runner on second, and Bradley Fieser, the runner on first. And now Colton Almy will face Caden Anderson, who flew out to Caden Graff in left field his last time at the plate. So 1 away, 2 runners on, and Caden Anderson, the batter. Here comes the pitch, and he'll ground it foul for strike 1 off the first base line. And it's 0-1 here to Caden Anderson, who is 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. 1 hour and 12 minutes, time of the game now. And a 2-0 lead on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. As Almy will lean in, get the signal from Gustafson. He'll take a quick look over his left shoulder at first. Now glance at second. Now he steps off. And time will be called, and they'll force the runners to touch up on the bag. So we'll reset here with the 0-1 count. And that one's popped up, and the catch is made by Colton Almy for out number 2. So pop up by Caden Anderson. Colton Almy will get underneath it and track it down in the sun and make the grab for out number 2. And now Almy will face the next batter, Ben Bowman, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to Kobe Sen at second, and then he was struck out swinging against Colton Almy on his most recent trip to the bat. We'll see if Almy can get another K here against Bowman. And the pitch, and it's tipped foul, skimmed off the bottom of the bat for strike 1 here for Ben Bowman. Once again, runners on first and second here for the Sixers. I think this is the first time they've had 2 runners on. They had 1 runner on in previous innings, but I think this is the first time they've had 2 runners on here in this game. Almy looks at second, delivers the pitch, and it just missed. Ball 1. So the count is now level at a ball and a strike here to Ben Bowman, the batter. Julian Romero is on deck for the Sixers with 2 outs if Bowman can reach base. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bowman struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. As Almy looks at second, and now time is called. Runners will touch up on their bases. Bowman will step back into the batter's box to face his 1-1 pitch. Apologize for the camera there. Just a little off. He'll reach, and it'll be a bouncer. Rarick has a chance. He'll fire it over to first. Did not get it there in time. It'll be an infield hit, and the bases are loaded here for the Sixers with 2 away, and that brings up Julian Romero. So an infield hit loads the bases. You got Fisher Brown on third, Bradley Feeser on second, Ben Bowman on first, and Julian Romero for 2, grounded out to Easton Rarick, the shortstop, and then he grounded out to Kobe Sen, the second baseman. So a 6-3 and a 5-3 ground out for Julian Romero so far here in this contest. A left-handed batter who steps into the batter's box here for the post 6 Sixers. Can hear the Cheyenne faithful cheering on Julian there in our crowd mic. And the windup in the delivery from Almy. Missed it, ball 1. Looked to be a good pitch over the middle, but must have just missed the strike zone, and it's 1-0. One hour 16 minutes. We'll make that 1 hour 17 minutes time of the game. And this one's popped up, fouled, and they will not be able to make a play on it there, as both Beiswinger and Gustafson took off for it, but both of them about a step off before the ball hit the ground right in front of the Sixers dugout. One ball, 1 strike as a result for Romero. And the left-handed batter will face the 1-1 count here from Almy. Almy will get the signal from Gustafson, and now he'll set and deliver. He won't even glance at the bases, tosses it up high for a ball. It's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. And the delivery hit center field, line drive into the glove of Ethan Claus, and that ends the inning. So the Stars get out of a bases-loaded jam, and they hold on to a 2-0 lead heading into the top of the 6th when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back. It's the top of the 6th and a 2-0 lead here for the Post 400 Stars. The Sixers have stranded a total of 5 runners on base. No runs on 3 hits. No runs on 3 hits, 1 Stars error, and they have left 5 on base. Post 400 Stars, 2 runs on 7 hits. And 2 post 6 errors, and they've left a total of 7 on base here in the contest. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic. Go promo in West Fargo. We also want to say thanks to a handful of other sponsors here as Jackson Beiswinger steps up to the plate. First pitch misses for ball 1, and that is pitch number 75 from Trenton Rodriguez on the mound here on 75 pitches, 52 strikes, and 23 balls. And this will be a little chopper towards third. Fisher Brown will pick it up. He'll fire it over to Kostopoulos for the 5-3 ground out. And that's out number 1 as Beiswinger will ground out, and now bring up the next batter here for the Post 400 Stars, Chayton Sen. General Equipment and Supplies, Goldmark Property Management, and Higher Engineering, along with Microsoft and Mr. Ed's Bingo Casino Supply Company. A handful of many of our sponsors here for Post 400 Stars Baseball this season. First pitch to Chayton Sen comes across for a ball. He's 0 for 2, struck out, and then he flied out on a little pop-out foul territory that was caught by Caden Anderson. Now he's going to ground it towards Fisher Brown. Fire over to first is in time, and it's a 5-3 ground out for Chayton Sen, and that's 2 up, 2 down for the Stars quickly here in the top of the 6th. So it's Ethan Claus into the batter's box now, 0 for 2, struck out and a ground out. Ground out to Tafoya, the second baseman, on a 4-3. First pitch here across the plate to Ethan Claus comes across for ball number 1. And the 1-0 pitch, and that's grounded towards Fisher again, and it's a chance for another 5-3. Did he run it out? He caught it. He got it out. It's a 5-3. Stars fans aren't too happy with that one. Fisher Brown scooped it up on 2 hops, fired it high. Kostelapis, had to jump up in the air. His foot came off the bag, but he came back down on the bag just prior to Claus making contact with the first base bag, and that'll be good for the out, and that will go a 1-2-3 inning here for the Stars, as Claus will ground out on the 5-3 for the Sixers. Coming up here, it's batters 3, 4, and 5. Dominic Lopez, Zach Kostelapis, and Kelding Hastings, the shortstop, will be batters 3, 4, and 5 pending changes when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, bottom of the 6th, and if you're watching, that is Colton Almey's day comes to an end. 64 pitches, 41 strikes, 23 balls. And on the mound now is Evan Erickson for the Post 400 Stars. He will take over the pitching responsibilities. Ethan Claus will shift to right field, and Colton Almey will move out into center field. And now Dominic Lopez steps into the batter's box here, and the first pitch from Erickson will be grounded into shallow left field. It's a base hit for Dominic Lopez. Puts a runner on first, and that brings up Zach Kostelapis. That's the 4th hit of the game now here for the Post 6 Sixers, and the tying run stepping up to the plate. The first baseman, Zach Kostelapis, who is 0 for 1, grounded out to third by Swinger on a 5-3, and then he was walked on his last trip to the plate. Pitch is up high for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Zach Kostelapis. Kelding Hastings is on deck. Evan Erickson now with 2 pitches, a ball and a strike. He's giving up 1 hit. Runner goes to second, and now the toss up to second will not be in time. Head first slide by Lopez. He'll get the stolen base, and he'll advance into scoring position here as the pitch comes across. I think a strike. I'm not 100% sure. It might be 1-1. Once again, no scoreboard operator here to confirm it with. So it's either 2-0 or 1-1, the count. Find out sooner than later here. It's 1-1. That one's popped up, fouled away, and that one will be good for strike two. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Kostolopoulos. Erickson looks at second, delivers the pitch high for a ball. 2-1. Or check that, 2-2, excuse me. Game now an hour and 25 minutes old. Once again, there's a 2-hour time limit on these games. We're in the bottom of the 6th. If this game goes at the pace it's been going so far, I have a feeling we'll finish this one up before the time limit becomes an issue. That pitch is a little bit inside, and it's a full count now to Zach Kostolopoulos. There we go. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Runner on second is Dominic Lopez. Got there via a single to left field and then stole second base. As Erickson will look at Lopez on second, deliver the pitch high, and that'll be a walk. Runners on first and second now for the Sixers as Kostolopoulos is walked to first. And now bring up Kelding Hastings. 0 for 2, ground out and a fielder's choice on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. Evan Erickson will deal pitch number 8 here. Erickson staring down Lopez at second for the longest time. Now he leans in, and the throw to third is not going to be in time. Throw to third a little bit to the left as Beiswinger had to go into foul territory to glove that one, and that will allow Lopez to slide in head first to third on the steal. And that also allows Kostopoulos to take second. So runners on second and third now. And that pitch comes in for a strike to Hastings. Erickson patiently waiting, sets, winds up, delivers, missed the outside of the plate. It's a ball. I believe it's 2-1. The Sixers do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. We'll keep our eyes on that situation here to see what they decide to do. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It might be a full count, but it's at least 2-2. And that one's popped straight up and right over our heads. Heads up! That one missing everybody on the grandstand right behind us here. It will remain a 2-strike count here for Hastings on the fouled away pitch. And low for a ball, and that will be ball 3. So it is a full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Hastings. Runners on second and third, and we have nobody out. Or check that. Yeah, we have nobody out. Now on popped up, and this could be the first out. Andy Mock in foul territory, and it'll drop. They may have lost it in the sun, but it drops right between Gustafson, the catcher, and Andy Mock, the first baseman, and it'll drop for a strike, or unofficial strike, and it'll remain 3-2 on the fouled away pitch. Once again, this is the final game for the Post 400 Stars, also the final game for the Post 6 Sixers of this tournament, as the game now reaches the 90-minute mark. The Stars will head 6.5 hours north to Watertown, South Dakota for a 5 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. We'll have the game for you live on Magnitude Sports. Pitch is outside, ball 4. Runner will come in as the pass ball will allow Lopez to score, and the Sixers are on the board, and they've cut the lead in half at 2-1. So ball 4 walked to Kelding Hastings. First base was open, and Lopez will come in to score on the wild pitch. And now we will have a visit to the mound here, and we'll have a new pitcher for the Stars, it looks like. Or maybe we won't. It's going to be Kobe Sen pitching. So runners on first and second to reset here. Kelding Hastings on first. Zach Kostolopoulos on second. And the ball four walked him to an open base on first. The pass ball allowed the runner on third to score to cut the lead in half, 2-1. Kobe Sen warming up on the mound right now. Evan Erickson ends the day with 15 pitches, 8 balls and 7 strikes. And with Kobe Sen moving to pitcher, that means we'll have a new second baseman here for the Post 400 Stars, as well as Kobe Sen continues to warm up. 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 Post 6 errors, and the Stars have left 7 on base so far here. For the Post 6 Sixers, 1 run on 4 hits, 1 Post 400 Stars error, and they have left a total of 5 on base. Evan Erickson will be responsible for Zach Kostolopoulos on second and Kelding Hastings on first, should those two come around to score, and then that would close the book on Erickson. Everything after that would be in the stat book for Kobe Sen. First batter that he'll face will be Mason Tafoya, who steps into the batter's box now. Nobody out, 2 runners on, and a 2-1 game as the Stars hanging on to the lead for the moment. And the tying run is on third. The go-ahead run is on first. So we have runners on the corners and not first and second. My apologies. And the throw to second was not in time. So now there's runners on second and third. So second and third for the Sixers. Game is a 2-1 lead for the Stars. Tying run is on third. That one's hit foul and out of play. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Mason Tafoya. And the pitch from Kobe Sen, swing and a miss, drop third strike. They'll throw it up to first and get the out. So a 2-3 throw out on the drop third strike up to first. Kostopoulos will remain on third. Hastings will remain on second, and there's one away now. And Fisher Brown steps up to the plate. Struck out swinging, then he singled to center field. In that order on his 2 trips to the plate here. And we'll see if Kobe Sen can get out number 2. And the pitch is just a little high, ball 1. Once again, the post 6 Sixers have 2 pitchers warming up in their bullpen as this one's fouled away over the backstop, and it'll be strike 1 now as a result. Fisher Brown, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 for 2, strikeout and a single. Game now 1 hour and 35 minutes old. Once again, 2-hour time limit imposed on these games. And we're in the bottom of the 6th. That one's going to right center field, and Caden Graff will get underneath it, and that's going to drop for a base hit. He couldn't quite get there in time. The run will score from third, and that will tie the game at 2-2 on an RBI double by Fisher Brown into left center. And that will bring up Hayden Swain. He'll take the spot of Bradley Feaser, Bradley Feaser in the number 8 spot in the lineup. And the pitch from Sen in for a strike on Swain. So once again, the game is tied at 2-2. And Swain has 2 runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Kobe Sen ahead on the count, 0-2 here on Hayden Swain, excuse me. If I was saying Caden earlier, I apologize. It's Hayden Swain. No balls and 2 strikes. Sen sets up, delivers the 0-2. Hit center field. Deep, running after it, and it'll make the grab off a hop. And another run will score, and rounding third here is Fisher Brown, and 2 runs will score. And the Sixers take a 4-2 lead. And now the post 400 Stars will make another trip to the mound here to chat things over, as the Stars trail by 2 now here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard, and in jeopardy of losing their 2nd game of this tournament. They have not won a game here yet. They tied 6-6 with McInsights. I take that back. They have won a game. And then they defeated Strike Zone 12-4 in 5 innings. Via the 8-run rule. Lost 9-8 to Wolf Electric Wildcats last night, and now they trail 4-2 here to the Cheyenne Post 2 Sixers, or Post 6 Sixers, excuse me. So runner on first. And the pitch from Sen comes in for a strike. Caden Anderson, the batter, 0 for 2. Couple of flyouts. 1 to Caden Graff in left, and 1 to the starting pitcher, Colton Almy. No balls and 2 strikes now here to Caden Anderson. 1 away, runner on first, and the Stars trail 4-2 here to the post 6 Sixers in the bottom half of the sixth. 1 hour and 40 minutes, time of the game so far. And that pitch will come across for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Caden Anderson. And that one's hit to center field. It's a line drive shot that'll drop for a base hit. And heading into third, here comes the throw, but it won't be in time. It'll actually be cut off by the shortstop. And they'll put runners on the corners now with another base hit for the Sixers, and threatening to score again with a runner on third. So Kobe Sen getting 2 batters to an 0-2 count before they hit a single into the outfield. One to left center and one to straightaway center. And he's not been able to accomplish the K in the scorebook just yet. We'll see if he can borrow one from his first name here on Ben Bowman. I should say, yeah, it's I got it right the first time. Bowman 1 for 3, a ground out, strikeout, and a single. And it's 0-1 now. That cheering you hear is on the game right behind us. And the delivery from Sen, swing and a miss for a strike. That's a strikeout for Kobe Sen. And that puts 2 down here for the Stars. So he gets a 3-pitch strikeout on Ben Bowman. That brings up Julian Romero, 0 for 3, ground out, and a line drive out. Ground out to short, ground out to second, and then the line drive out to Colton Almy in center field. And now the pitch will miss for a ball. A little bit smaller strike zone than we had yesterday, apparently. Sen delivers up high, throw to second. They got him. They caught him stealing at second, and that will end the inning. It's 4-2. The Stars need 2 runs to force the bottom of the 7th here to go home or to go to Watertown with a win. We'll see if they can get those 2 runs when we come back here in the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 7th. Trenton Rodriguez' day comes to an end. 78 pitches, 55 strikes, and 23 balls. And on the mound, warming up here for the post 6 Sixers, is Xander Jarash. And Jarash will try and get the save here as he'll face the top of the order for the Stars. Tate Gustafson, Easton Rarick, and Kobe Sen. It'll be up to those three here to see if we'll have a bottom of the 7th or not, as the Stars need a minimum of 2 runs to keep this game going. And once again, we are at about an hour and 45 right now. So 15 minutes before the 2-hour time limit would be imposed. And depending on the situation at the 2-hour mark, they may let the game continue through the end of the inning. That's what they did last night anyway, as the game reached 2 hours and 4 minutes. In a very long bottom of the 4th. 42-minute inning, half inning of play yesterday in the nightcap for the Post 400 Stars in their 9-8 loss to the Wolf Electric Wildcats. Tate Gustafson will step up to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Hit by a pitch, single, and a fly out to center. The single was also to center field. And Xander Jarash will get some final words of wisdom from catcher Caden Anderson. And once again, his first pitch will be against Tate Gustafson. Current temperature here in Olathe, Kansas, sunny and 81 now. And that one's fouled down the first base line for a strike. And it's 0-1. Comes in for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Xander Jarash on 2 pitches has tossed 2 strikes here, and Gustafson staring down an 0-2 count. And he'll smack that one foul. Popped up, it will remain in play, and in the sun, Fisher Brown will make the catch. That brings up Easton Rarick. He hits that one up. Shallow left field. On the run. Nice grab there by the shortstop Hastings in shallow left. And that's out number 2. And now it's up to Colby Sen to try and keep this inning going here for the Post 400 Stars. Colby Sen 1 for 2. He was walked, then he singled to right, and then he grounded out to the shortstop on his most recent trip to the plate. 2 away, hit up high and deep, and not deep enough. And it's going to be the center fielder, Ben Bowman, who makes the catch, and that ends the game. And the Post 400 Stars will fall here. 4-2 in the final game. They'll pack up. They'll head 6.5 hours north to Watertown. And we'll tell you more about that matchup in our upcoming schedule when we return after this break on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back as the Post 400 Stars wrap up the tournament here in Olathe, Kansas. Overall, with a record of 1-1 and 2, 1-1 and 1 in pool play, and then they lose the consolation game. So the Stars now have 2 losses on the season. Overall they go to 3-1 and 2 on the season in their 6 games that they've played. I think, if I remembered that right. And if I've got it wrong, then I apologize. But we're taking a look. Once again, you can find us online. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We certainly appreciate it if you were to check us out on there. You can check out the games on demand. If you missed the game or couldn't watch the whole game or you want to watch it again, you simply go to our website there. Under the On Demand button, click on Archives, and you'll see there shortly after this broadcast concludes, the watch button will pop up next to the Post 6 Sixers Post 400 Stars game and all the other games in our history. This is game 1433 that we've done here on Magnitude Sports, and we certainly enjoyed this trip to Kansas. And to the staff at the hotel, the Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express and Suites on Reeder Street or Reeder Avenue. I forget the exact address. Thank you for being courteous and friendly to myself and the rest of the Post 400 Stars teams. I know they had a couple other baseball teams staying at the hotel as well. And for the Post 6 Sixers, we wish them safe travels back to Cheyenne, Wyoming, and the best of luck in the rest of their season here as they pick up the 4-2 win, come from behind win here over the Post 400 Stars. Official time of the game, 1 hour and 52 minutes. Is the time of the game. Post 400 led 1-0 after 1. Goose eggs through the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning. Post 400 would tack on another one in the 5th, and then Post 6 would get 4 in the bottom of the 6th to take the 4-2 win. Unofficial line score, Post 6, 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 Post 400 error, and 6 left on base. For the Post 400 Stars, 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 Post 6 Sixer errors, and they left a total of 7 on base in the contest. Upcoming here for our schedule on Magnitude, we'll have, let's see, that should refresh, I hope. There we go. Now it's up to date. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock first pitch for the Stars as they go 3/4 of the way home, make a stop in Watertown, South Dakota to take on Watertown, Post 17, I believe they are. And then the Astros will be at home against the West Fargo Aces, and Eric Tiansen will have the play-by-play call on that doubleheader that starts at 5:30 p.m. at Starion Bank Field in Fargo. And then I'll be back in Fargo on Tuesdays. We'll head over to Youngfield in West Fargo. The West Fargo Vets will host the Post 400 Astros. And then Eric Tiansen will be at Starion Bank Field for the Comets hosting the West Fargo Aces. So a double header of Post 400 and West Fargo baseball. Always exciting when those two teams match up, regardless of which team from the program it is. Wednesday, we'll have more Comets and Stars baseball for you, as I'll be in Youngfield once again for a doubleheader against the West Fargo Vets, and then Post 400 Comets will host Valley City. Eric Tiansen will have the call on that one from Starion Bank Field. And then we hit the road again, and we'll go down to Sioux Falls Post 400 Stars, I believe Kindred's a part of that tournament as well. And you can dig deeper into that schedule. So we have about 5 days before we hit the road again and go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota for another Stars tournament out of state. And certainly looking forward to that one there. So once again, that's going to wrap this thing up. Your final score, 4-2 in favor of the Post 6 Sixers as the Post 400 Stars finish the Olathe, Kansas tournament with a overall record of 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 tie in pool play and the consolation game. And that will wrap it up here from our broadcast from Kansas. We will pack up our equipment, get on the bus, and we'll talk to you tomorrow from Watertown, South Dakota for a 5 p.m. first pitch. The watch link is already on our YouTube link. If you want to go set a reminder, you can certainly do that. We'll be back tomorrow here on Magnitude Sports. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.